Would you rather have like a block of cheese as the offensive line, or would you rather have this current offensive line for the Patriots?
A block of cheese.
This was an ugly game.
Yeah, it was pretty bad, yeah.
We ain't no Debbie Downers. We got that dub.
Hello everybody, I'm Jack Mulligan. I'm standing outside of Gillette Stadium for Fango Media after the Week 5 Patriots and Dolphins game, and I gotta admit, this was one of the ugliest games I've ever seen. Awful offense all around. Dolphins edge out 15-10. We're outside right now. We're gonna try getting some fan interviews. Coming right up.
Definitely played like a high school game. It was very sloppy, but a win's a win, and we'll take it. You know, we lost Tua already for most of the season. It's gonna look like if he even comes back, so yeah, we'll take what we can get.
Now, I mean, I've been walking around. A lot of the Patriot fans are upset about the reception at the end. What do you think?
You know, they seem to be taking it all right. You know, they're being good sports about it.
But do you think it was a reception, or?
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. From my angle, it looked like no.
All right. And moving ahead with the Dolphins schedule, how are you feeling about the team? I mean, you're still missing Tua. This was an ugly game. The Patriots didn't really bring their A game. I mean, are you scared? Because you walk out with the W today, but moving ahead, there's a lot of questions with this Dolphins team.
Yeah, I'm at a toss-up where, you know, I don't know if we should just tank the rest of the season and try and get a good draft pick, or you know, just try and finish strong and see what we can, you know, for the team base and the player base and everybody else, you know, betting and all that stuff as well. You know, you don't just give up the rest of the season, but strategically, it's like, what do you do?
And obviously, that missed field goal at the start looked like it was going to come back to haunt the Dolphins. Didn't in the end.
Yeah.
What was the kicker thinking on that one?
I'm not sure where he was aiming, but, you know, he's supposed to be between the goalposts.
Yeah, I mean, you got it back, though. The Patriots missed one as well.
Yeah, that's very true.
It was pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie. That last catch, I think at Parker had or somebody, I thought it was a touchdown. I don't know why they overturned it. I guess the foot wasn't inbound. But yeah. As you can see, not everyone's happy. So
yeah, obviously not. I mean, I was here last time for the overtime game against Seattle. Clearly not happy.
Yeah.
I think morale has been steadily declining.
100%, yeah.
And obviously, Drake May still on the bench, not getting any reps.
Yeah.
Obviously, now, do you really blame them not putting in Drake May? Because if you look at this offensive line, they are just awful.
It's bad. Yeah, I think they're doing a good thing by keeping him on the bench. It's good to learn, get discipled in what it is to be a good quarterback. So I think they got time.
This is a rough game, especially you're missing Tua.
Yeah.
And you made, the Dolphins didn't look good either.
Right. No, it was pretty bad on both ends.
Yeah, missed field goals, special teams was just a mess. I mean, this was an ugly game.
Yeah, it was pretty bad, yeah.
Let's be honest, that was an awful game. Offensive, both sides around, missed field goals, terrible game. Kobe Brissett couldn't get much done. How are you feeling after this loss?
I feel that the offense is absolutely terrible, but I think they did kind of get robbed at the last touchdown. Now we're used to be 2 feet in bounds or foot in bounds, and now it's they don't know what the rules are.
Right, and also, I mean, penalties. You could blame the refs, but also a lot of them. I mean, that horse collar tackle.
Penalties on New England, and the offense is absolutely terrible. Their defense, they played well today, but nobody put any. Miami didn't put any score on the board either.
Yeah. I have a question. Would you rather have like a block of cheese as the offensive line, or would you rather have this current offensive line for the Patriots?
A block of cheese.
I mean, I'm not feeling too ugly. This is the first win we've taken in, 3 games, something like that. One of the first touchdowns we've scored in 2-3 games. I was a proud Miami Dolphin today to show out to the stadium away, and we took the W.
So Dolphins 2-3 now, and they got their first one with Tua. But I mean, looking at how that Miami offense is looking, you got a rough few weeks ahead. How you feeling?
Yeah, I know. I agree with you. And me and my roommate back at school, we're pretty worried. He's also a Miami fan, so we really have to scrap for a quarterback right now. That's our biggest issue with Tua gone. But, defense is solid. I think we have a lot to look forward to, just not right now.
All right, and obviously at the end of that game, that catch, a lot of people upset about it. As a Miami fan, do you think it was in bounds?
Well, I'm a respectable guy. I'll admit it was probably a touchdown, and we probably should have lost the game. But, it is how it is. It plays out how it plays out. We took the W today. That's all you can hope for.
And yeah, in the record books, it is a W.
It's a W.
So looking ahead next week, you got the Colts. Anthony Richardson probably not going to go out, so I have to ask you, is Joe Flacco elite?
Hey, Joe Flacco is a sleeper, man. You don't ever sleep on Joe Flacco. I always remember his Disney shout-out, back in the day when he won the Super Bowl. So I respect the man, and hopefully he shows out and gives us a run for our money.
Honestly, it was really frustrating because, you saw Jalen Polk, he's a rookie, had one of his first NFL touchdowns. It might have been his first, might have been his second, I'm not really too sure, but it was really frustrating the way that they just didn't call it. Both of his feet were obviously in. He had the top of his foot in, and then he put his heel out of bounds. But that was clearly a touchdown. It's very frustrating. And I sat next to a lot of Dolphins fans too, which, that was another thing that was frustrating. But, they haven't won a Super Bowl since the 70s, and I'm 18 years old, and I've seen 3 Super Bowls, so I'm very fortunate.
All right, so, how you feeling about Jacoby Brissett? Clearly the offense wasn't going, but with this offensive line, if you put Drake May out there, he might get killed, to be honest. So do you think it's time to pull the trigger, or do you think it's because this team's already bad enough? Let's just play it out and let Drake May, develop.
I think that Drake should be developing as the second guy. I like how they've given him a couple snaps this year, but I think that, whoever's in at quarterback is going to get beat up either way. And it's really sad to see, considering, we've been so good for so long, and now to watch that. Seeing Jacoby get killed, I love him, but I think that if you put Drake May out there, it's really going to hurt the future that he might have in this league and with this team.
Yeah, this team upset the Bengals week 1. People thought this team was going to go to the moon, then 4 weeks straight of just losses. Where's the morale at?
The morale is, I think the morale would be worse if we were to tank. We definitely shouldn't be tanking for a high draft pick. I don't care about the Travis Hunter or Shadur Sanders. I really don't care about that. I think tanking would hurt the team for years, and that's kind of, we saw it last year, the tank. What was the question again?
Just how you feeling about the team's morale?
The team's morale, I love this team. I'm ride or die with this team to the end.
You got the old school jersey,
this is what I wear
that
for
blood,
football.
Sorry. Yeah, Brewski.
Yeah.
So
I'm with this team ride or die no matter what. It just sucks that we lost, I had a little crash out in the stadium. I was freaking out. Me and my buddies, we were devastated, but that is what it is. Please stop directing your money in places that aren't football related. The Revolution, just sell them. The Atrium Club, it's nice, but what would be nicer is 5 nice offensive linemen that we could have got instead of putting our money into the Atrium Club at Gillette Stadium. We need to put our money in the team, Robert. But I love you. Thank you, Robert. Thank you for all you've done for the team.